Okay, we're going to hear now from the attorneys from the Partnership for Civil Justice Fund, Mara Verheyden-Hilliard and Carl Macinio, who have represented us in this instance, but have represented people engaged in dissent for the past, I don't know, more than a decade. Mara and Carl.
Good afternoon. What we're witnessing in Washington right now and across the country is an extraordinary and unprecedented effort by the government in city after city to shut down basic free speech rights. Basically, the message from the government is free speech is not free. In Washington, D.C. alone, the Answer Coalition has been hit with more than $70,000 in fines for putting up posters. 10,000 of them in the last 2 weeks, so I guess it's about 80,000 now. Putting up posters. And they're being assessed, these fines, against the most time-honored tradition of political speech and communication and outreach from Tom Paine to today, which is handing out leaflets, making posters available, putting up posters. And yet the D.C. government, though we've taken them to court, federal court challenging the unconstitutionality of these regulations, though we have defended the Answer Coalition from hundreds and hundreds of fines in the administrative proceedings, though at this point the Answer Coalition is in fact conforming even with the illegal and unconstitutional provisions of the postering laws, they're issuing these baseless fines, and they're coming day after day after day. And the fact that they're coming now, in these past 2 weeks, makes it extremely clear that this is an effort at harassment. There's never been another organization that we are aware of that has ever been hit with fines like this. And yet anyone who spends time in Washington, D.C. sees posters all over the place. And yes, it's true. The Answer Coalition and grassroots organizers in Washington, D.C., they're not Clear Channel. They can't buy gigantic billboards that cover the walls of buildings. They're not getting preferential treatment like that. The way that people communicate, the way that the message gets out there, the way that people all over Washington and surrounding areas are learning that there is a march on Saturday at noon in Lafayette Park is because they see the message, because they see the poster. And if grassroots organizers cannot get the message out there, if the government is saying to them, you put up a poster, you put up 2 posters, we're going to fine you thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars if you make posters available. It is an effort to scare and frighten the most classic form of organizing from people who have no other way to get the message out. So we're standing in defense of the Answer Coalition and all grassroots organizers who are seeking to get the message out in this way. And the other issue that we're encountering is not just the fines, but for example, in California, in Los Angeles, in San Francisco, Answer organizers and volunteers have been arrested on the allegation they put up posters, charged with felonies, and held on $20,000 bail each. $20,000 bail with the allegation that a poster was put up. We need no clearer message than that from the government as to the true intent.